back, guys. If you are new to my videos, this is Hayes Tech and ROM Reviews, where I like to do reviews on anything tech related, and ROMs. Of course, that's what my channel was basically built on, was doing ROM reviews, custom ROMs for Android. So those of you that are visiting this channel for the knife review that don't know what a ROM is, it's a custom operating system for Android. And to those of you that are following my channel for the ROMs, rest assured, as soon as anything new comes out, guys, I am going to get it out to you. But to fill the bill until we do get a custom ROM, I figured I wanted to go over a couple of knives that I ordered from Amazon. I like to get a lot of things from Amazon just because the prices are right, and most of the time it's free shipping. And if I have any problems with the product whatsoever, Amazon will take it back, no questions asked. A lot of times I had some issues with a product. They didn't even want me to send it back, and they just replaced it. That's how good these people are. I'm not saying they're the best in the world, but I do highly recommend Amazon for a lot of your products. Now, the knives in question are made by a company called TacForce. My guess is it is a Chinese manufacturer. A lot of things that I've been testing lately are from China. As much as I would love to buy all American, the prices are just way more than what I can afford. And just like a lot of you guys, you can't go out and spend, say, $30, $40, $100 on a knife. So you're looking for the best value you can get. Now, the two knives represented is going to be the TacForce TF719BK. They are both assisted opening folding tactical knives. The TF719BK is a 4.5 inch closed black blade knife, and the blade on that is 3 1/4 inches. The other one I'm going to show you is the TacForce Black spring assisted opening tactical rescue folding knife. Pocket new is what they have as a description. It also has a 3 1/4 inch blade. The construction is all steel and aluminum. We're just going to go ahead and get into this. I'm going to go ahead and open these up right now. The first one, this is the TacForce TF719BK. They are assisted opening. They come in a box with just a wrapper on it like that. When they talk about assisted opening, what they mean is, if you look on the top here, you'll see that this is serrated right here. So if you just push down on that, it's got a spring in it, helps open it up. It is not a switchblade, it is not an automatic, it is just spring assist. It kind of helps the knife open up. I can tell you guys right now that it is very stiff when you buy it new. But with a little bit of work, it does loosen up. It is a linear lock, meaning that the lock for the blade is right. It runs linear with it, and it is on the bottom. You push it to the left this way, and then you use your other finger to fold the knife shut. Now, it is spring loaded, so there's going to be resistance, so you're going to have to push on it to get it shut. These knives come out of the box really sharp. They are not what I would consider shaving sharp, where it will cut the hair off of your arms. That's my critical test. But if you use a strop, a leather belt with a little oil on it, or just a honing steel, or even a diamond honer on the smooth side, you can get these knives within just a couple of strokes to the point where they will shave. Trust me, I've got bare spots on my arm to prove it, where I shaved the hairs off. But anyways, I ordered this one because it had, it was more of a dagger type point. I'm pushing on the wrong side. It's more of a dagger type point, and it is very, very pointy, guys. This would not take much to penetrate anything that you were shoving this into. This is a tactical knife. That's what it's built for. It is hollowed out in the center to lighten it up. That's about the only reason I could see this for. Do I like that? No, I would rather this be solid. But the knives are not light, by no means. They're pretty heavy. They both come with seatbelt cutters and also windshield or window breakers for cars. So if you're in the rescue unit, you can definitely use these to bust a windshield out, and they will do the job quite well. So now we're going to get the other one out. Alright, the second one I have, this one is called the Tac Force Black Spring Assisted Opening Tactical Rescue Folding Knife Pocket New. Yeah, you know, I'm guessing there's a little bit of an English translation gone awry there. But again, it comes in a little plastic sleeve inside the box. There's nothing really over the top on the boxes, but I mean, they're kind of cool. They're just like you would get with a Winchester knife or a Gerber knife or anything like that. It just comes in a plain box. I think the boxes are actually pretty cool. They have a very good description of the knife, what the knife is made of, so on and so forth. Also, this is a spring assisted knife. The one thing I didn't mention before is they both come with a pocket clip, which I love, and the pocket clip is flush with the top. That means the knife will go completely inside your pocket. You're not going to have the knife sticking out of your pocket. That is another thing that I look for. If this is a no-go for me. If it doesn't have the clip flush mounted up on the top, I will not purchase the knife. It also comes with the seatbelt cutter and a window breaker, which again, I like this. And again, the knife is pretty heavy. This is also spring assisted, just like the other one. It actually has grooves. I'm not sure if the camera can pick that up or not. It has, well, actually this one isn't grooved. But you take this little thing, pull down, and it flicks it open. Again, it's linear lock. This is a little different. It doesn't have the fold over on it, but I like this one better than the other one. You just basically push it to the left, like that. Take your other finger and close it. Now it is spring assisted, like I said, so you're going to have to push it shut. The blade on this I really like. This has the type of blade I like. This is what I call a drop point. And it does not have a serrated blade. I hate serrated blades. The only reason I hate them so much is because they're so hard to keep sharp. This, I ran over the steel a couple of times, and let me tell you what, it really sharpened. This is the one I used to shave my arm with, and it does a nice job. As you guys can see, it's 434 stainless steel blade. Well, TF-434. It says USA design. It's not USA. It's actually made in China, as you can see. It does have aluminum handles on it, just like the other knife. It is aluminum black oxide finish, like you would get on an AR-15. And the inside is stainless steel construction. Overall, these knives are very well made. The close-up on them is consistent, solid, and centered. It is a little off, as you guys can see there. Normally you'd want it to be perfectly centered, but as you can see, this linear lock may have a little bit to do with how it centers up when it closes. But when it opens, it locks positively. There is no side-to-side movement. There is no back, front to back movement. It locks solidly. Now, this video is going to be a long video, guys. You guys know I do not make short videos. And this is just going to be the start to this. I am going to beat the living hell out of these knives. And then I'm going to report back to you. And I'm actually going to film a lot of it. So this is going to be a long video. Hopefully it will not be a boring video for you guys. And the one thing I wanted to bring up is these knives were both, let me tell you, they were, this one was $7.51. And the Tac Force pointer, this one up here was only $5.54. So for about 13 bucks, I got two really nice knives. We're gonna beat, like I said, I'm gonna beat the crap out of them. We're gonna see how good they are, and are they worth what I paid for. So stay tuned. All right, just throwing my knife. That's what I do. I like to throw knives. Now this one, the pointed one, seems like the one that I would want to throw a lot. It's kind of like a throwing knife. And I'm not babying them. Nice. wish I had a window, a car window to break. I could test the anyways, let's try to cut some cardboard. Alright, I had to change the stand. Across the grain. I mean, it's sharp. I could try to do some wood. I don't think I have any 2x4s. I don't want to make a mess in the yard. We'll try the other knife. This knife's only sharp on one side. It's not sharp on both sides. It's very pointy. Oh, yes. Yeah, it just... I mean, $5 knife. Come on. Well, $6 knife, but come on. And the pointing capability of this knife is just unreal. Just sinks through this cardboard without any ease, or without any effort at all. And that's attributed to that point on there. All the way through, no problem. No problem. Now I'm going to change the camera angle, do some chopping. And this is really hard to do with a cane. But this is the heavy knife. By the way, guys, this is oak. It came off of a piece of furniture. It is very, very hard wood. Just make it nice. I would definitely be able to use this for making kindling. It'll slice off really thin slices. Now, as far as chopping, it's got some weight, but I don't think it's, you know, it was designed for chopping, but that's a good way to tell how sturdy a knife is. And, you know, you're going to use it for chopping. Oh, that's why there's a knot in there. Just want to make a lot of grooves and then cross hatch backwards on it. But, I mean, I made short work of that real quick. We'll try the other one. It's really light, so I doubt that it does very good at chopping. Whoops. Alright, let's try this one at chopping. See, there's not a lot of weight to this for chopping. Try to keep it in the camera. Let the knife do the work. Hold it low. Let it swing. Yeah, I would say this is more of a defensive knife. Definitely. I mean, it would stick easily. The lockups on these knives are outstanding. I haven't had one slip the lock yet, and I've been throwing them pretty hard. It's about the third day of abuse that I've been putting these knives on. I didn't want to record everything because then you guys would just be sitting there bored to death. But I wanted to let you guys see how well they worked. Been doing that a lot, guys. I love throwing knives. I think I even had some slow-mos of me throwing. I figured I'd try that. That was slow motion on my Pixel 2 XL. And I'm not letting back. I'm really throwing them hard. Again, the lockups on them are really nice. They're starting to, wow, I almost cut myself. They're starting to get much smoother now. There's still no shake or anything in them, no wobble. I don't know, guys. I still say for this was $5.49. That one was like 6 something or $7.42. I still say that for what they're asking for them, they're outstanding knives. And this one's starting to loosen up better now. They do flick open a lot easier now. This one, from throwing it a lot, I did notice that the lockup on the linear lock had slipped over further than it should have. So I had to really push to get that to unlatch. That was from I don't know, throwing it 100 or so times on that plywood, and then what my grandson did yesterday. But I just, it's working good now, and that just prevents it from closing up on your hand, is what it's meant to do. All right, I think you guys seen enough of me throwing my knives around. I'll try to see some other ways to abuse them, but I want to do this in a real world situation, kind of like what we would do. I'm not going to completely try to destroy them for no reason at all. They're knives under 10 bucks from Amazon. Some of them a little over 5. I'm just trying to prove to you that this Tac Force makes an outstanding knife. I wish I had a car window to break. Then I could try out the... I wonder if I could find some seatbelt. I'll have to try that too. I'll see if I can find some. You need to cut some rope. It's doubled over 4 times. No problem. Not a problem at all. Try the other one. Again, this one here, I'm going to say was definitely made for defensive use and not so much for utilitarian. But I mean, hey, if it can't cut rope, what good is a knife, right? So same thing, four layers. Oh, went right through it, not a problem. 4 layers again, not a problem. Alright, I just wanted to finish this up. Like I said, I've been beating the hell out of these 2 knives for 2 days now. Both me, my grandson, mostly me. I've mostly been throwing them in the ground, sticking them. Of course, I keep my knives clean. I hate to see a dirty knife. I'm a collector. I'm just that way. I'm kind of weird like that. But I'm going to show you again. That's what the steel's made out of. It is all stainless, except for the grips are aluminum on both knives with a black anodized finish. The finish held up very well. Not much, if any, scratches. I'm sure it's going to start scratching and wear over time. They've really loosened up a lot. And I don't mean like their lockup. I mean, when I said when I first got them, they were really hard to open, but now they've really they're nice to open now. That you can really feel that spring assist working. Again, I'll show the blade again. Let me let it focus like that. and I will flip it around so you guys can see the steel, stainless steel. Again, it's made in China, both of them. Tac Force, I got to give them kudos. They did a really, really nice job on these. Now, again, we're comparing these knives, and these are like, again, 550, 750. Okay, I'm just rounding them. We're comparing them to your knives you can get like at Walmart. This one here is Bear Grylls. This is one of my favorites. But it's got some flaws that I hate. The serrated blade. I hate this blade. I don't like this big belly in the blade. I like the belly to be more straight. I like the top to drop down. Like the blade on this one here. This to me is almost a perfect blade. It doesn't have that big round area or the belly right here. It tapers really nicely. Comes to a very nice point. And this is my preferred blade. Even for protection, if I had to use this, one of the two knives, this would probably be the one I would use. I just like this blade for a more utilitarian and tactical advantage. Now, again, I got this one because I am a big fan of daggers. Now, this is not a true dagger. It's only sharpened on one side. But I love a knife that is symmetrical and comes to a point like that. I just love the look of them. I would definitely not feel inadequately armed with this knife against, say, you know, a wild dog or, you know, a wild cat. Bear, I don't think you might as well kiss your ass goodbye. But I would feel protected carrying this knife as well. It's not my favorite, although I'm really starting to grow to love this knife. This one is definitely my favorite of the two. I can't recommend them enough. I say buy a handful at the price that they're asking for them. And again, we're comparing them with knives you can get from Walmart. Like, here's a Winchester knife. This knife is about $7 at Walmart. It's a nice little utilitarian knife, but that's all it is. And this is all you're going to get for $7 at Walmart, is a very small knife that you're going to use to strip wires, you know, little things. And that's not a bad thing. You should always have a knife like this on you as well. Sometimes you can't carry a larger knife like that. This is more preferable, but then again, in order to carry this without a pocket clip, you've got to wear the supplied case that came with it, which is just a canvas black case. Again, I don't like this. I would rather have serrations on the top so I could actually grind sawdust off of pieces of wood for kindling. It makes making fires a lot easier. And I'll show you that on the AK-47 bayonet here. They actually incorporate like a file on it, and yeah, you could cut wire with it, you know, if you wanted to. But I use this basically to grind wood and get little sawdust chips out of that to put with my kindling. That way, when I use my striker, it takes right off. Especially if you have cotton with a little Vaseline on it, it's perfect. This is, to me, the ultimate survival knife. Especially if you put a nice edge on it like I have, it works great. It's just hard to carry, you know, and it's ugly. I gotta admit, it's very ugly. This knife. This is a $120 knife. I'm gonna try to get it up here and see if it will focus. This is a CRKT. And this is a special knife from CRKT, special run. I love the jimping on it. This here, you guys can see, it's a Ken Onion. That's the design, a special. This is a $120 knife. I would never, ever, ever spend this kind of money on a knife again. First thing that happened was the pocket clip broke off. It has a little pocket clip that bolts on, I don't know, right there. See them two little holes? That's where two screws went, and it had a little pocket clip on it. Well, that pocket clip busted off. So now it's just a knife you carry in your pocket. There's no way to clip it. It's got a nice open It is razor sharp. This is a nice blade. I'm not really, big on the design of it. I don't like that design, but it's a nice knife. But again, 120 bucks for a knife that's way smaller than that. And this I prefer over this. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I hope you liked the video. It took me a long time to make all these little videos. I wish I would have kept everything in this. I had to get rid of a lot of videos to keep this kind of short, although it went long. I wanted to get me doing some chopping, some throwing of the knives, let you see what I use it for, stuff like that. I give you the cons, the pros. But again, for what they're asking for this on Amazon, and I will put a link in the video description, you can't go wrong. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. I want to thank all of my subs. You guys, again, are awesome. I want to thank anybody else that dropped in that isn't subscribed. Subscribe, man. I'm going to be coming out with a lot more videos like this of other really cool stuff. Plus, whenever a ROM comes out, something new, I'm going to have that out as well. That's about all I got. I'll see you guys on the next one.